Mexicans, man, them Julio, them this and that, right? They're all right, but they just stole every job and got me out here panhandling. Worked for nothing for 5 years, then got everybody broke, us broke, and now they done double the price on everything, right?
That's right.
Well, they did what the Americans, that's what Americans are proud.
Right.
We don't hate them for doing that. Where they come from, I've been where they come from. You don't know nothing about, I heard something about Haiti yesterday. Poor lady from Haiti. I had a friend, he was from Florida. He was one of them radio preachers, and he was also gambling. He ran gambling houses and stuff like that, you know. And we was both on the move. He had broke some law, preaching the gospel upside down or something. I don't know. But he was big. And he said, yeah, heck, they gave me a thing that I could come to Haiti. But you know what? It was too poor. I couldn't just look at the, you know what I mean? Now, he's not a criminal, but I mean, he just come out of that, you know. Then I went to Haiti later. I was flying in. Do you know those World War II Hellcats, the propeller planes that you see on all over war movies? That was the Air Force. And this was in the second, something out there. Haiti, it was so...
That's the price you pay for independence.
Yeah, well, that's what the old white man said. He said, you know, those Haitians in 1803, they the first one that broke away from white rule, and he said it, the old white man that everybody knows his name, Reverend son, such and such. Yeah, and they deserved it. Yeah, he said that a few years ago. But anyway, about us. We don't have not misgivings or misapprehension about this. We believe this is the good thing to do, and more than that, it's the right thing to do. I don't, but that's why we ask, what do people think, so we can, this stuff has evolved. And we technically, we've talked about everything. It just didn't seem like that's where it was going to wind up. Right? But we done talked about all of this over and over and over again. That's what makes us As-Sabiqun. We're not like them Arabs that want a job or stuff like that. We're not choosing something that, you know what I mean? That, oh, that's what we want. We get to do that, and they go, you know, like I close with one of my partners, a big preacher in Oakland. He said, yeah, man, I'm gonna hook this up, and then I'm gonna get us all some money. Gonna get you in on it. I said, you don't have to put me in on none of that. I said, I don't take money from the government like that. I don't take money from the government. Now, if they want to drive a car by there at 60, 70 miles an hour and throw a big bag of money over there, it's okay. We can keep going. It's fine. We'll take it, we'll pick it up and use it. But we're not signing for nothing. This is for the. If they want to cut things on our military bases and give them to us for $1 a year or something like that, that's okay. They're not using it, it's just sitting there falling apart. Okay, but now this is about evolution. This is a period from us jumping from studying and rehearsals to implementation. Inshallah. Are there any questions or any comments? And I'll ask again, does any of this make sense? Remember, we have to think about it. What part of it needs patching up? What part of it? Nobody comes up with a perfect plan overnight. And if they did, it would still have to be shaped and formed and fashioned. Yeah.
In the past, how did you get speaking arrangements on campuses in the past?
Well, in the past, I would either know somebody at MSA, and they would ask me to come, and we had programs, and somebody from campus or what have you. I have an idea. I'll fix up a flyer.
Yeah, because I did some research, and, I put out some feelers to, the crew I went to college
Oh
with.
yeah, we'll start with the BSUs. We'll start with the BSUs, and we'll.
It's just it seems like you would just put together like just a little flyer about what you plan on talking about, and then I'd have to just get in touch with the coordinators.
Yeah. It won't be. Shoot, we could get started. I don't know. We used to be over at Howard every weekend almost, but
We do have one, member of the Masjid who goes to Howard, so.
is that right?
Yeah, Dawood School is at Howard.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, there we go. Do they have active MSA down there? Here?
It's Howard, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Well, we can have one of our inauguration programs, put out a flyer and start to break down, and we can have it. What's the hall, the nice comfortable thing out by the parking lot?
Talking about,
The hall over there where we would have all them programs.
yeah,
That's okay, we know where it's at.
Okay, well, this
Blackburn.
that sounds like the
Blackburn
right,
Center, yeah, that's it.
I guess that's first order. I'm gonna go ahead. I'll get in touch with I'll talk to my wife, because I know she I assume that she sometimes comes to the sisterhood classes. From there, we will work everything out.
No, see, we give, once we've given 4, 5, or 10 lectures, we'll be in, that we have question and answers, we'll have shaped this boy.
Right.
You know what I mean? It'll be, we'll have 3 different varieties or more, according to the university makeup. If we're way over with a mixed crowd, such and such, we'll drop this on them. If it, you know what I mean, you get so used to doing it, it's easy. But I think this would be a fresh message. And not only fresh, it would give them the okay to do what they was gonna do anyway. Because I think 90% of Negroes join some form of the government. Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah, they just join that. It's just, and now we're giving them a purpose. And this is not a sinister purpose. There's nothing sinister about what we're doing. Just because the government don't trust you if you sell popsicles on them. That's the way they are. Ain't nothing they can do. Once you get on their list, they just, no, there's something going on here. It don't make no difference. That's all right. But for the people and the professors, and once we start hitting the stride in this, every university, the BSU will call the other one and say, hey man, guy came in here and he made a little sense. He made more sense than anybody else. Than all them lying Sharptons and them, and, fanfare. They said, this is thought out. This is not, you know what I mean? This is more genuine. Okay. So we'll get started on that. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to be here a little while. We go out there when we get ready. And, we go out there when we get ready. And when we go out there with this already structured, we'll hit everywhere we go, you know, yeah, sure. Yep. We can give talks in lounges, and, you know, when,
I was just thinking about the Sankofa bookstore that's across the street from Howard.
yeah,
You know, only because, you know, they have quote unquote, you know, authors and speakers from, you know,
right.
the movement, and they have I'm actually on their email list, so they have a reach.
Okay.
So even if
There we go,
if there was some way that we could just take them a program of
Right.
this is what we want to talk about,
Yeah.
Right.
and see what they're scheduling.
Okay, plus, Sankofa has a lot of black.
Right, that's what.
So it would have to be, we would have to structure it in the language.
Right, we tilted a little bit.
Yeah, we don't want to come in like Uncle Tom's, we just, Uncle Tom's. I'm just saying, because see, they would have somebody in the audience that they would put somebody in the audience, knowing what we're gonna talk about, to try to bring that out,
Right,
Huh.
that part of it out.
right.
Right.
No, they definitely they're not gonna let us just go around and happy days. They're gonna work against it, because see, remember, the last thing I wanna say, the government is so stupid and out to lunch that they don't want, if you study our lectures, you know, we've been trying to reach out to help them all along. That's what we've been telling them, we'll just help you, just too stupid. It sounds strange, but they're too stupid. They're too, you know, let somebody help them that don't want nothing from them. Well, if you was talking that Sharpton talk or that other talk, then we would understand that, right? We see we know what you mean. But you don't want nothing. You just want to come in and talk to people as human beings and deliver a message that might be of help.
The language of the hereafter is foreign to them. They don't understand that. You know, they don't.
Hey.
Okay.
We look at it like this, that the time of prophethoods is over, but some of the work that we do, and the world is at the same stage that it would be during those days.
Right.
It's dire, it's all messed up, right? It's tragedy, right? Now, the work that we have to do is that work. But Negro don't have no commission to do it. But that's the work that has to be done. And the opposition that they had, you have the same opposition. Yeah, ain't nobody, you know, we didn't set out enough feelers that if somebody wanted to pick up on, they pick up on nothing. They don't want to hear being warm and fuzzy friends and all of that, you know. They don't want to hear it. Okay, so if that's all, if there's no more questions and comments, we really appreciate it. We got some work ahead, like it's not vacation is over, but it is work time. Like you know, I can feel it myself. It's more of a work schedule. You know, cleaning here and there, doing this and doing that. So the only thing we're thinking about is that place over there should be 4481. Should we tile part of it and make that, when you go up the stairs, those 2 bedrooms and the living room, make that part carpet and the other part, you know, office-like, that type of thing. So we're thinking about that. But now we're in the fundraising mode this project has to be funded, so we will be structuring things to raise funds, you know.
Yeah, I'll ask about the fundraising part, I guess, during next meeting. I don't want this to run over. I'm trying to get home, I'm gonna break fast and stuff.
Okay, no, we'll let you go then. Thank you very much. We'll call it out and stuff.